What's up, YouTubers? TCG Evolution here, and I'm Tal. And today, we are going to do my top 25 Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT movies and specials. Now, before I start, I'm just going to say this is strictly opinion-based. You can post your opinion on the comments below. I'm not saying one movie, there's no fact on this. There's, not one movie is way better than the other. It's just like that. I'm gonna actually turn that down. But yeah. And also, if you're wondering what game I'm playing, it is a game called Dragon Ball Devolution. Yeah, it's online free. But let's just get started with the list. Number 25 is a Dragon Ball movie, Sleeping Princess in Devil's Castle. Now, I really like this. I don't really like this movie at all. The dub animation's terrible. The dub is terrible. The villain is some vampire in damn sunglasses. By the way, there will be spoilers in this. Dang, a vampire in sunglasses trying to blow up, the sun or the moon or something? I don't even know. It's not even that good. Although I do like that it's with Goku and Krillin. That's what I'll give to it. Number 24 is The World's Strongest. What I have to say about this movie, although I do like the Goku vs. Piccolo and the Master Roshi fighting in it, other than that, there's not much to say that I like. I do, other than the idea of the scientist himself, but, not the main villain, but the scientist that, found him. I don't like Dr. Wheelo. I don't like him. I don't like the fight scenes between Goku and Dr. Wheelo. Goku shouldn't have had a challenge. This robot shouldn't have given them a challenge. It was just a robot and a brain. It didn't really make too much sense for me, and I just didn't like it. 23 is Bio Bully. I think a lot of people can agree this is not the best movie. Dragon Ball Z just bombed. They could have done way better. Just for instance, Broly being a mechanical monster and losing to Goten, Trunks, and and Android. But this wasn't good. There was no good fighting. Terrible villain. Jordan's gonna be mad, but I'm not a fan of Broly at all. I kind of am. I hate all these movies. I don't really like all of these movies, to the exception of, one, but I'm not gonna get to that yet. Speaking of which, next movie, Yo Son Goku and his friends return. Now, I love how this is Akira Toriyama. This special is all Akira Toriyama, and it was just to celebrate, I don't remember, I think it was 20 years? It was something like that. I remember, just at a convention or something. It was canon, but it just seemed so fan-made, and I didn't like the villains, how weak they were. Not weak, but I just didn't like the villains, and I felt like there could have been more to this, and there was no English dub. This wasn't terrible. I just love the Akira Toriyama. I love that, Akira Toriyama style. It's hard to explain. Number 21. Number 21. Episode of Bardock. Not Bardock, the father of Goku, but episode of Bardock. Oh my gosh. I can't stress enough how much I dislike this movie. Bardock somehow goes back into a past with no explanation and finds these two vegetables, or whatever, Saiyans, I guess. And meets Frieza's ancestor, Lord Shield, who doesn't even damn transform, but when Bardock turns damn Super Saiyan after one of the villagers that he probably shouldn't have cared about too much, not even died, just got hurt. So, Bardock turns Super Saiyan was cool. Fight scene after that was lame. Just, the whole movie was lame in general. Number 20, oh boy, Jordan will be mad. Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. What I dislike about this movie is it is so boring until the actual fight scene. It really is just boring. The fight scene, don't get me wrong, awesome, and that's pretty much the only thing that didn't put it even lower on the list. It took 30, 40 minutes of stupid explanations to everything until actual cool fighting. Just bad. It was so boring. So, yeah. Oh boy. Number 19. The Return of Cooler. Now, what I do like about this movie is Cooler's back. Goku and Vegeta vs. Cooler. Awesome. I don't like how Goku won. The whole Mecha Star doesn't really make any much sense. The robot slaves, that is the reason how you beat them. To punch them harder. This movie just fell so much compared to the first one. Why didn't Cooler even go to his fifth form? Why wasn't his metal form in his fifth form? Which looks so badass and so much cooler than the other ones. So, next is number 18. People, maybe. I don't hate this movie, let me just say it before. But number 18 is The History of Trunks. Oh boy. Fan rights. Okay. I love that. I mean, I don't like this movie, but I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. It's hard for me to watch it for a couple reasons. Okay, let's start with this. Android is villain. Nuh-uh, not for me. I don't see them as villains. It's not that they're weak, because there has been weaker villains, and I like those movies more. But it's just I don't see them as villains. This is like my personal opinion, but I do love that they're telling the past. But I felt like it should have been in a special more than a movie. And Future Gohan, everyone loves him, but for me he's lame. Not as lame as, you know, the Dragon Ball Super Gohan we see today, but he's pretty still lame. And he only goes, like, after all that training, he really gets, like, nowhere in strength. Like, I mean, you think about it, and, like, Gohan training where you're his dad, even surpasses Cell. But Gohan he might surpass Cell, but still, he's obviously surpassed the androids. But Gohan training even alone, but for more and more years, doesn't still surpass the androids. One thing I do love about this movie, though, is Trunks turning Super Saiyan. Future Gohan's death was sad because it was the only friend Vegeta had, but all in all, it's just hard for me to watch it. Number 17, Tree of Might. Alright. One of the reasons, like, I was kind of debating either Tree of Might or History of Trunks, like which one. Only reason I put Tree of Might further is because of Turles. I read Dragon Ball Multiverse, and there's like Kakarot there, and you know, Kakarot just reminded me so much of Turles, and I love the idea of Turles looking so much like Goku. It was great. Problems with the movie didn't really, like, just the way he won kind of seemed unfair. It kind of got rid of a whole thing for side characters, like pretty much just making them all get hurt by these villains, when obviously it should be stronger. And I am whooping confused by it. That's probably it for that movie. It wasn't that great. Yeah. It just wasn't that good. It didn't really live up to expectations. I'm just gonna do it like this. Let's see, what's next? Number 16. Okay, probably should have expected this, or people probably expected this. Plan to eradicate the Saiyans, or in Japanese, the Saiyajins. But this goes back into a multiverse, Dragon Ball Multiverse. They have Dr. Raichi, or Lychee, or anything you want to pronounce it there, and I am obsessed with him. I love the Tupples, and I was pretty pissed to never see a story about them until I saw this movie. And I just love the idea of, like, Raichi bringing all these guys back, and, like, he pretty much had anyone at his disposal, anyone that died at his disposal, and it was really cool. And I do wish, the only thing I do regret about this is just, it wasn't too entertaining, I guess, and it was kind of stupid. But another thing that's kind of a fault about this is, how do I put this, like Rudigan didn't really put up, like, in the beginning he did